At the end of the 19th century, a group of horseback bandits entered a quiet little town called Sweetwater. They were led by a tough man known as Blackjack, and always at his side was his trusted companion, Kevin. Upon arriving in town, Blackjack noticed his young nephew, Sonny, playing with the local children. That sight made Blackjack hesitate. Questions began to arise in his mind about whether Sonny was truly fit to live the harsh life of an outlaw like himself. That doubt led him to immediately scold Sonny, telling him to act more appropriately as a gang member and to stop being soft.
This ain't no born social, you understand?
Not long after, Blackjack ordered his gang to rob the town bank. Inside the building, he threatened the clerk with a weapon and demanded that the safe be opened. But when the clerk refused, Blackjack cruelly shot one of his fingers to force him into submission. Meanwhile, outside the bank, Sonny, who was standing guard, noticed a prostitute named Dolly. Hoping to impress her, he showed her a novel he greatly admired and asked Dolly to sign it. Dolly, known for her kind heart despite her poor reputation, seemed touched. But their moment didn't last long as the town's security forces soon arrived. One of the gang members rushed to inform Blackjack that the authorities were approaching. Quickly, Blackjack prepared the group to escape. In the chaos that followed, Blackjack shot a townsperson whom he saw as a threat to their safety.
Hurry, let's go!
In the midst of the ensuing gunfight, Sonny saw that Dolly had been struck by a stray bullet. He immediately rushed to help her.
This right! Come on!
On the way, he also found one of the gang members seriously wounded. Without hesitation, Sonny assisted both of them. After the mayhem, the outlaws managed to flee the town, taking their loot with them. Once they felt far enough from Sweetwater, Blackjack decided to stop and divide the spoils. He also reminded them that they had already lost several members, and that the journey ahead would be even more dangerous. He made them realize that more lives might be lost. Badger, Blackjack's older brother, who was seriously injured during the earlier conflict, insisted that he could continue the journey despite his poor condition. So they pressed on with their escape. Several hours later, Blackjack realized that the security forces were still tailing them. There was no time to rest. They had to keep moving. Sonny, who was worried about Badger's condition, felt that his uncle needed rest. But Badger stubbornly insisted on pushing forward. Unfortunately, Sonny's concerns proved to be true. Badger began to lag behind, running out of strength. Seeing this, Sonny chose to stay with Badger, accompanying him through the increasingly difficult journey. The next morning, due to blood loss and exhaustion, Badger fell from his horse. Feeling that his death was near, Badger pleaded for someone to end his suffering. But no one in the group was willing to do it. As the others left, Badger called Sonny and gave him his final advice. He urged Sonny to leave behind the life of an outlaw and to seek a better path, one that was different from the dark road they had walked. With his final breath, Badger asked his nephew to shoot him. Even though Sonny had never fired a gun at anyone before, he tearfully fulfilled his uncle's request and ended his pain. The sound of the gunshot was heard by Kevin, who immediately came to the scene. He praised Sonny's action and said that Sonny had finally proven his worth. But suddenly, another shot rang out from the top of a cliff. It turned out the security forces were still pursuing them, and one of the bullets hit Sonny in the leg. The injury forced the group to continue fleeing, this time under even more dire circumstances, and a fierce gunfight broke out. During the escape, a bullet struck the horse carrying their loot. Blackjack considered retrieving the money, but Kevin firmly insisted that they abandon it to prevent further casualties. Eventually, the security forces abandoned their pursuit. The gang continued on, pressing through a violent sandstorm that brought no relief or success. When the storm subsided, they found themselves in a vibrant, green landscape that astonished them. While exploring this unusual forest, they came upon a solitary Native American man seated beside a seemingly pointless gate. Shortly after, they discovered a small, quiet town. As they entered, the townspeople watched them with a mix of wonder and caution.
Welcome to Refuge, strangers.
Thank you, Sheriff. Problem is, we wasn't due to get paid till we delivered the herd to Sweetwood. We was moving our herd up from Chihuahua when
The local sheriff, a man named Forrest, stepped forward to greet them. Blackjack fabricated a story, claiming they were herders who had been attacked by Apache Indians and left destitute. Showing remarkable kindness, Sheriff Forrest welcomed them, offering a place to rest their horses, free drinks at the bar, and rooms at the hotel, all at no charge. The bandits were surprised by such generosity but saw no reason to refuse. Blackjack then asked to be directed to the telegram office, feigning the need to contact a cattle owner. Forrest explained that the town was cut off from the outside world. Before parting ways, Forrest assigned Deputy Glenn to help them settle in and instructed a woman named Rose to take the injured to the doctor. He also reminded them not to use profanity within the town, except while inside the bar. As Rose guided the wounded, Sonny asked her how long she had lived there. She replied with precise detail, 5 years, 1 week, and 2 days. They were then welcomed by Dr. Woods.
Thinking what I'm thinking.
yeah, you notice he wasn't packing.
Step inside, gentlemen. All right, you're next, son.
Upon seeing Sheriff Forrest again, Blackjack experienced a strange sense of familiarity but couldn't place where they had met before. He quietly informed the others that the townspeople were unarmed and would be easy targets. Meanwhile, Sonny also found Woods familiar, claiming to have seen him before. The doctor admitted he had lived in the place Sonny mentioned, but long before Sonny was born. Later, Rose questioned Sonny about how many men he had killed and why a herding group like theirs carried so little rope. Sonny refused to answer, prompting Rose to walk away. Unable to hold it in, Sonny confessed that he had only killed one man, someone who had asked him to. Rose glanced back, clearly unsettled. Meanwhile, Dr. Woods presented Sheriff Forrest with the bullets he had extracted from the supposed herders. The bullets were of a type never used by Indians, leading Forrest to suspect that the group was not who they claimed to be. Nevertheless, Forrest expressed a wish for them to leave peacefully.
About as much chance of that as a one-legged man and a...
Getting out of this jackpot, I'm pinning it on Forrest. And maybe they'll drop us a little thank you note on the...
Glenn, however, disagreed and wanted to drive them out, but the others supported Forrest's approach. That night, Sonny joined the others at the bar. Outside, Blackjack encountered Woods and introduced himself under the alias Jack Smith. He invited Woods for a drink, but the doctor politely declined. As Woods walked away, Blackjack couldn't shake the feeling that he had seen the doctor somewhere before. At sunset, the church bells rang. The group observed the townsfolk heading to the church, including the bar owner. They deduced that the town was deeply religious. Kevin remarked that this would make their mission easy. When Sonny asked what Kevin intended, Kevin dismissively told him it was none of his concern. After the service, Sonny approached Rose to explain that the man he shot had been dying and had asked to be put out of his misery. He wanted her to understand his motives and also admitted his feelings for her. Suddenly, a drunken Kevin interrupted and attacked Sonny for daring to approach a woman before him. Kevin even tried to flirt with Rose. This enraged Forrest, but before the sheriff could intervene, Kevin drew a gun on him. Before Kevin could fire, Sonny swiftly knocked him unconscious. Sonny apologized and asked if they should lock Kevin up, but Forrest replied that they had no jail. He then escorted Rose away.
Y'all go to bed.
What the hell happened?
I didn't see. I think,
Well, likely somebody fell him.
Blackjack later asked Sonny what had happened. Sonny claimed he had simply passed out from drinking too much. The next morning, Forrest asked Sonny to relay a message to Blackjack, requesting a private meeting. Curious, Sonny asked how long Forrest had served as sheriff. Forrest replied that he had held the role for 10 years. After Forrest left, Sonny opened his novel and was stunned. The sheriff looked exactly like Wild Bill Hickok, the legendary gunslinger who had been killed in 1876 while playing poker. In the meeting that followed, Forrest expressed concern over Kevin's behavior and urged Blackjack to keep his men under control. Blackjack wanted to know who had knocked Kevin out, but Forrest claimed Kevin was just drunk and might have fallen. Intrigued, Blackjack asked why Forrest didn't carry a gun. Forrest simply said they had their own ways. Later, Kevin and Sonny went to Brooks' shop to steal ammunition. As a distraction, Sonny engaged Brooks in conversation about novels. Brooks mentioned he had several classics for sale. In that moment, Sonny noticed that Brooks resembled Jesse James, the infamous outlaw killed by his own gang in 1882. Brooks denied the resemblance. Their chat was cut short when Kevin dropped items while hiding stolen ammo. He later distributed the stolen bullets to the gang.
Thank you, sir.
But they noticed Brooks speaking with Forrest, and it became clear he might have discovered the theft. Tired of pretending, Blackjack ordered his men to wreak havoc. As violence erupted, Forrest politely asked Blackjack to stop, but was ignored. Forrest then stood in front of the church, stoically enduring knives thrown by the gang. As a third attacker prepared to throw, lightning struck him down. Shocked, everyone fell silent. The Native American gatekeeper arrived and carried the body to the mysterious gate outside town. That night, as Sonny slept, he was awakened by the sound of a carriage. The townspeople came out to greet a new arrival, Dolly. Sonny gasped in disbelief, certain that Dolly had died in his arms in Sweetwater. Yet here she was, alive and smiling. The coachman handed Forrest a white rose and cryptically said he would be going home in a few days. The next day, Sonny insisted that Dolly had died. She refuted this, saying her name was AFI. Frustrated, Sonny decided to test Dr. Woods by calling out a name. Woods instinctively reached for his side, as if for a gun. Sonny took this as proof that Woods was really Doc Holliday, who had died in 1887. Woods denied it. But Sonny's suspicions grew. He theorized the town was a sanctuary for legendary outlaws presumed dead. He even suggested Glenn was Billy the Kid. Woods responded by asking who Rose really was, leaving Sonny speechless. Sonny then asked why the town had allowed Blackjack to enter. During their talk, Sonny accidentally revealed Blackjack's real name, which jogged Woods' memory of a notorious train robber. Woods warned Sonny to choose the right path before it cost him his life. Sonny confronted Lamb, accusing him of being Lefty Slade, another outlaw believed to have died. Lamb denied it until Sonny saw a bullet scar on his wrist. Lefty Slade finally admitted the truth. Their talk was cut short when two of Blackjack's men destroyed Lefty's garden. Enraged, Lefty killed one of them.
Get out of there! It's my garden! Get out of my
Then he broke down, saying his 8 years of peace had been in vain. The townspeople watched as Lefty walked away with the gatekeeper and entered the Misty Gate, never to return. Meanwhile, Blackjack's men continued their rampage. Forrest finally called out Blackjack's real name and ordered him to leave. Blackjack tried to fight but failed to land a punch. Forrest could have stopped him but hesitated.
Glenn, no!
What the hell is that?
Suddenly, an earthquake struck. Blackjack's confidence wavered. He gathered his remaining men. Sonny tried to rejoin but Kevin blocked him. Sonny sneaked in through the back and overheard their plan to destroy the town. Kevin even claimed he had control over Rose. Sonny found Rose by the lake. He saw a bruise on her neck, like the scar Lefty had. She admitted she was the first woman hanged in Arizona, Betty McCullough. She had killed her abusive father, but people forgot the years of abuse she had endured. Sonny realized the town was a second chance for criminals to redeem themselves. Rose agreed to tell Forrest and the others.
To tear up the town. I heard him say it.
But you're gonna have to ride out with them when they leave tomorrow.
At the church, the townspeople revealed that each of them had 10 years to cleanse their souls and earn redemption. A single wrong move would doom them. Sonny was disappointed they wouldn't fight back.
After what happened to Brother Lamb, I ain't about.
Well, then at least stand up to him and take a few of them down with you.
We go up against the Britain gang armed, we're doomed.
For 10 years, neither inflicting nor attracting harm. You'd think some of you used to be my hero.
When he tried to leave, Blackjack and Kevin ambushed him and left him unconscious. The townspeople, unwilling to jeopardize their redemption, stood by in silence. Sonny woke up in Dr. Wood's office. Rose assured him he was alive. Forrest apologized, and Sonny vowed to stand against Blackjack.
Yes, Sonny.
It's too bad.
The next morning, though weak, Sonny prepared for battle. Rose begged him to flee, but he refused. Forrest joined him, inspired by Sonny's courage. Others followed. Woods reminded Forrest he only had 5 hours left, but Forrest chose to fight. Brooks and Glenn followed him. Sonny stood side by side with Billy the Kid, Wild Bill Hickok, and Jesse James. Blackjack ordered his men to burn the town. But Wild Bill and the others closed in. Kevin made a move, but Hickok outdrew him.
I have no money.
A surprise attacker was taken down by Doc Holliday, who had joined the fight. The battle was fierce. Blackjack's men were defeated. As silence returned, Rose embraced Sonny. Kevin, enraged, shot Sonny. But Sonny fired back, killing him. Sonny, though wounded, felt no pain. Forrest realized Sonny had earned a second chance and welcomed him. But Blackjack emerged for a final duel.
Wild Bill Hickok. I reckon the odds are against me now. Put that gun belt back on. We got one thing left to settle. That's you and me. Look at Blackjack Britton.
Forrest shot him in the head. The gatekeeper collected the bodies. Blackjack and Kevin were cast into a fiery ravine. Forrest, Glenn, Brooks, and Woods prepared to face judgment. But a carriage arrived. The driver said their sacrifice had earned them heaven. He offered Sonny a place, but Sonny chose to stay with Rose. Forrest passed on his badge. The train carried the 4 legends to heaven, finding eternal peace. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy, hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice just to be sure. You should watch the full movie. Thank you very much for watching.